And we are live. Hello everyone, welcome to part 42 of Sonadow Play the Apollo Justice Ace Attorney Trilogy. Joining me as per usual is my lovely girlfriend, IMShadow 007. Say hello, hon.
Hello!
And today we're going to finish case 4 of Spirit of Justice.
Yes, turnabout storyteller. The one with the clown.
The clown and the guy that's crocked.
Yep.
Oh.
Hey, Taka.
Now that the sweet buns have arrived, this court is back in session.
Go on, Wind. Eat up.
Nice flavor. You can really taste the sake. That was delicious. That was delicious.
Yes. And yes, sake steamed buns are a thing. We looked it up.
Yes, a unique sweetness and a faint aroma of sake. Yet, I hardly think that anyone could pass out from eating something like this. What's the matter, Wind? You're not afraid of a tiny manju, are you? Are you scared of how many calories it has? Don't be ridiculous. A sweet little snack like this couldn't possibly... I mean, it could never. Less bleating, more eating, witness. Oh, fine. Whatever.
Though, would it really be good to eat like a huge with a huge bite? Because sake is so potent, you gotta take small sips.
Yeah, but if it's baked into a good, most of the alcohol will be away.
True.
He's crocked.
Oh.
See?
Yep.
I told you, it doesn't affect me in the... We might feel lightweight, but come on, nobody's that light.
Seriously? Nobody gets drunk off with the...
And he's down for the count. Or not.
Oh? It looks like it worked!
Oh my, witness, please tell the court your name and occupation.
Hmm?
Hmm?
My name is Owen. I'm 5. You're 5 years old? Am I in trouble? Please don't yell at me.
So he's Wynn's fourth personality. I'd hardly think a child like him could have a motive to murder the victim. And even if he had a motive, could he have actually committed the murder? That's a very good point. Owen does not appear to be very timid and weak.
Oh.
It seems the defense was hoping this hidden personality would be the real killer. But now that he's standing here before us, it is clear that none of Wynn's personalities can be the killer.
Where can I even go from here? Shisho! Owen? Do you know something about what happened to your master? Come on, buddy. Won't you tell Auntie Athena what happened? What a scary lady!
Even he's pecking on her.
Scary? Look at Auntie's big smile. Tell me about your master, please. Pretty please with sugar on top? Okay. Shisha was super nice. He always played with me. Just like Just like a real grandpa. I loved Shisho.
Athena, do you sense anything behind his words?
I sense a sadness. Sadness so pure it's heart-rending, but no discord. Prosecutor Somebody's right. Owen isn't the killer.
But then, don't you find it odd?
Find what odd?
Let's review what we've learned so far. Wind rearranged the Karuta cards to pin the blame on Bucky.
Well, that's because the original message implicated Owen. But Owen is only 5 years old and absolutely adores Master Tornado.
Exactly. The other three personalities also have no motive for murder. If Owen isn't the true culprit, then the person who first laid out the cards...
Probably wouldn't have been Master Tornado. So then, who did it?
Defense? Did the appearance of Owen help you figure anything out?
Yes, Your Honor. I now know who it was that first laid out the Karuta cards.
But I thought it was the victim, right?
No, Your Honor. I don't believe it was. The one who first arranged the Karuta cards on the table was none other than the true killer. I believe the person who laid the cards out is the very person who killed Typhoon Tornado.
How quickly you move on to a new target when your Owen theory proves false. You Polkunan.
I don't know what Polkunan is, but I know I am definitely not one. And before you start with the sermons, why don't you hear me out?
Yes, let's hear the defense's reasoning. Please proceed, Miss Sykes. But if you're bluffing, I won't go easy on you.
I understand, Your Honor. Now then, please recall the original crime scene. Who did the Karuta cards name when the scene was discovered?
Let's see. I believe they implicated the defendant, Bucky Wet.
That's right. But when we found out that the message originally read Owen Forth.
Which implicated the young boy, Owen.
Exactly. And the person who rearranged the cards was undoubtedly Wind.
Wind may have kept silent, but we can be sure he already knew his master was dead. His tampering with the crime scene using the TV all but proves it. I confess. I tampered with the crime scene. The reason Wynn rearranged the Karuta cards and moved the TV was because he saw the Owen Forth message and was convinced Owen had committed the crime.
Right on, Prosecutor Blackwell. It would seem that Owen and the other three personalities don't share the same memories.
But really, there's no fourth personality. It's just the three of us in here.
Wind feared that Owen had killed Master Tornado, so he tried to hide Owen from us.
But it turns out Owen is but a 5-year-old child, incapable of hurting a fly, let alone his beloved master.
So naturally, the culprit must be somebody else. And this somebody else, the true killer, tried to pin the crime on Owen. Sometimes with GID, people with alters are aware of each other, and some aren't.
I see. That does make sense. This is naught but conjecture, composed of half-truths and fantasy. Who then do you maintain murdered the victim?
I believe Owen might know something about that.
I refuse to allow such impromptu testimony, and from a 5-year-old no less. Such a young child is incapable of producing anything coherent. This is the same court that cross-examined a parrot.
Objection! But...
Your desperation is disgraceful. You should realize when it's time to let it go, and...
I saw it. I saw Shishu getting... Owen! You do know something, don't you? Yeah.
Oh, my, is this true? If so, we must have Owen testify immediately. Don't you agree, Prosecutor Sadmati? It's all right, Owen. Go ahead and tell us what you know.
Poor kid. Shisha was standing with a knife in his hand. Blood was dripping onto Shisho's face, getting it all red. I couldn't move at all. I was so scared, I passed out. This is eyewitness testimony from the moment of the murder. Owen, can you tell us anything else about what you saw? I was so scared. So scared. Owen. His emotions are spiraling out of control. Something must have really frightened him.
Is he all right?
His emotions are running wild because he's trying to recall something frightening to him. I recommend a therapy session right away.
I see. Yes, please do whatever you can to help the poor boy.
Will do, Your Honor. I better find the cause of these out-of-control emotions. Pronto. Uh-oh. No. Probe the blood on his face. Got it! Yeah, blood was dripping down to Shisho's face. Blood? I don't remember seeing any blood in the crime scene photos. Besides, if the victim was standing upright, how could blood drip down on his face?
As I expected, all we managed to obtain from this child is a tale he dreamt up.
Ugh. I guess it's a little weird for blood to drip onto the victim's face if he was standing up. Unless it dripped down from the ceiling or something. What do you think, Simon?
I don't know. Owen's one confused and upset kid right now, so who knows how accurate his memory is. Maybe it's time for that thing instead.
Huh? What thing?
That thing you and your cohorts do. What do you call it? Rotate your thinking about?
Oh, you mean turn your thinking around?
Yes, whatever. It's the same thing either way.
No, it isn't! Whoever heard of rotating your thinking? I mean, rotate is... Hey, wait a minute.
What?
You know what, Simon? In this case, I think rotate just might work perfectly after all.
Come again?
All I have to do is rotate things by 90 degrees. When he saw his master, Owen must have been lying on the floor. Owen must have been lying on the floor when he witnessed his master's murder.
What?
That's the conclusion I arrived at when I rotated my thinking by 90 degrees. Which means that all the visuals in my matrix were off by 90 degrees.
And?
This means Master Tornado was also lying on the floor, which solves another mystery.
And which mystery is that?
The mystery of how blood could have been drifting onto the victim's face. It becomes much easier to imagine what could have happened if he was lying down. Like, someone bleeding onto Master Tornado from somewhere else above him. I remember now. Somebody was sitting up on top of Shisho. Okay. So trying to recall his master's bloody killer is what spooked Owen originally.
Another line that sounds completely different if you say it in a British accent.
Yeah. The blood that stained the victim's face red came up from the person sitting on top of him. The victim was holding a knife, so he likely nicked his attacker as he was fighting back.
This means his assailant was injured on their face somewhere, like his forehead, perhaps.
Assuming the victim and his attacker were face-to-face, then yes.
I see. So that is what happened. But if I recall correctly, the accused had a fresh bandage on his forehead, does he not? That injury of Mr. Wet's is conclusive evidence that he committed this murder. It seems you have dug yourself into a pit you cannot crawl out of. You still there? Nope. I think Discord's acting up. Hold on. Hello?
Hello?
There you are. What happened there?
My internet cracked out.
Alright.
Sorry.
It's alright. Can you still see it?
Yeah, I can still see and hear it.
Right.
Sorry,
okay.
guys. Even though I figured out the reason for Owen's out-of-control emotions. All I did was raise further suspicion against my own client. What do I do now?
What's the matter? You aren't thinking of throwing in the towel, are you?
It looks so bad for Bucky. I mean, he had both motive and opportunity. Thank you, Temple, for the compliments. Plus, he has the injury on his forehead.
Thank you, Temple. Your Honor, I sense that the defense is finally ready to let it go and move on. Well, Miss Sykes, I understand that you don't want to give up on your client, but I won't allow you to prolong this trial without a good reason. Well, that lawyer did her best, but all the signs point to the defendant's guilt.
Maybe it's time she gave up? She tried everything she could. I really, really don't want to back down, but...
Silence! Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Athena, are you having doubts about Bucky's innocence?
I wouldn't say that. It's just...
Do you remember what you said to Bucky earlier this morning? You mean, you believe me, ma'am?
Of course. No matter what, I'll believe in you to the very end. Thank you, Temple. His Blackwell voice is also amazing.
Were those just empty words?
Of course not! It's just that all the cards are stacked against us.
Are you still stuck on that line of thinking? Oh,
Oh, hello!
motive, opportunity, and an injury to his forehead. Is that all it takes to make you stop believing in your client? Tell me again, who are you to Bucky?
I'm Miss Chickadee, lawyer.
Then do your duty and believe in him until the very end.
I will.
I think that's the first time.
And if it were me, if you kiss me on that, I'll really believe in myself. Someone's absolutely right. I'm Bucky's lawyer, and he's depending on me.
I think this is like the first time you see a proper first-person perspective in the game.
Yeah, I'm like, hello, Simon.
Behave.
No.
Defense team, please, no fighting in my courtroom.
The defense is ready to resume, Your Honor. Prosecutor Black was just giving me a pep talk, that's all. Can you give me a pep talk?
Behave.
No. Thank you, prosecutor.
I didn't do it for your sake. I did it for the future of Wet Soba.
Yeah, I got it. Soon. The defense would like to now continue with Owen's therapy session.
Owen, would you be alright with that?
Okay. So, somebody was sitting up on top of Shisho, bleeding from their head. And smooshing something against into Shisho's face. Smooshing? Smushing. That's funny.
What is it?
I still hear discord in Owen's voice. But I don't sense any inconsistencies between his statements and his emotions. And there don't seem to be any contradictions in his testimony itself either.
Ah, so that's it, huh?
Did you figure something out?
Your ability to sense emotions is making you focus too much on his feelings, Athena. But there's actually something he's been very vague about in his testimony. If you can clarify what he's feeling uncertain about with some evidence, you should be able to move forward from there.
Okay, that makes sense. I'll give it a try. I'll just update the moon matrix with new information, and then we'll be ready to go. So I just need to present some evidence on what Owen is being vague about, huh? Shishu had blood on his face and a knife in his hand. He was on the floor and somebody was smushing something onto his face. Present the crime scene report.
Objection!
Let's put a name to that thing Owen's uncertain of, shall we? By identifying the murder weapon that was used to suffocate the victim. Fortunately for us, I spied the murder weapon right here in this crime scene photo.
Unfortunately for you, I spy nothing of the sort. And the police did not spy anything of the sort during their investigation either. Pray tell, where is this murder weapon you see?
You don't see it because no longer it looks the way it did and when it was used as a weapon. This is what the killer pressed into Master Tornado's face. The soba noodles.
These?
Near his face. No, on this face. There.
Take that!
The mystery person that Owen saw press into the victim's face, thereby suffocating him.
I grow weary of your tasteless jokes.
Oh.
How could anyone commit murder with soft, delicate soba? The noodles would instantly fall apart if they were pressed into someone's face. Yes, I agree.
Well, I disagree. There is a way the soba could have been used to suffocate the victim.
What? You'll explain your theory at once, Miss Sykes.
To kill Master Tornado, the culprit must have smothered him with uncut soba dough. The culprit must have used the soba before it was cut into noodles. In other words, the murder weapon was raw soba dough.
What?
That does sound like a devastating death. Oh hey, Tide Dragon, good to see you again.
Order! Order in the court! Yes, soba dough could definitely be used to suffocate someone, couldn't it?
Are you alright, Prosecutor Sadmahi?
I was just letting the soul of the victim know that the accused will finally face justice thanks to the foolish lawyer before me.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Allow me to summarize your statements. As the accused was killing the victim, he was slashed in the face by the victim's knife. The weapon he used to suffocate the victim was the dough in the dressing room. He then disposed of the murder weapon by cutting the soba dough into noodles. Are you smarmy? Afterwards, the accused put the victim's face into the bowl of soba noodles and broth to wash off the blood that had dripped into the victim's face from his own. And there you have it, the true sequence of events behind this foul affair.
Now wait just a minute! I never once said that Mr. Wet was the culprit.
Who but the accused knows how to cut dough into noodles, defense? That's a very good point, Prosecutor Sadmati. I heard that cutting soba dough into uniform noodles requires considerable training. But then, what about the dying message? How do you explain that? The defendant wouldn't have known about Owen personality.
Perhaps the victim was simply playing with the cards, and they hold no other meaning. Perhaps they spelled out Owen's name in jest sometime before his murder.
That's true. From Owen's testimony, it's clear that Master Sonadow cared for the boy. It appears we've arrived at a compelling conclusion. Taken together, all these points paint a convincing picture of the defendant's guilt.
Owen, is there anything else you can tell us? Doesn't matter how small of a detail, anything will do. You're scaring me. Oh, I'm sorry, Owen. Auntie Athena didn't mean to raise her voice. I have to be gentler with him. I can't forget he's only 5 years old. No need to be scared, okay, Speedy? Just tell us anything you can remember. Well, when I woke up, the person who killed Shisho was standing over me, bleeding from their head. Owen, you saw the killer's face? Oops, I did it again. Oops, I did it again. So who was it, Owen? Do you remember? Oh, I don't know who it was. I'm picking up some noise. That means there's still something to uncover in Owen's testimony.
I don't know what Owen saw, but suffice it to say we are analyzing the dreams of a child. You've wasted enough of our time, Defense. Let it go and move on.
No! There's still discord in Owen's heart that needs to be addressed. Therefore, I can't give it here.
Owen, do you think you can continue your testimony for us?
Okay.
Yeah, like Jarl said in the chat, be wary of spoiling any other cases, because there will be people watching this who are unaware of what happens.
Yeah, as long as you talk about like the previous cases, that's fine, but any other case going forward, no spoilers. I'll enter the new info and run an update then. Shishu had blood on his face and a knife in his hand. No. He was on the floor and somebody was smushing dough into his face. Nope. I couldn't move at all. Nope. I was so scared I passed out. Next. And when I woke up, next. The person who killed Shisha was standing over me. Pinpoint his happiness. Why are you happy?
Got it!
Despite witnessing the culprit's terrible crime firsthand, Owen experienced a positive feeling, one of relief?
The person the witness saw was no stranger. Rather, it was the accused. Therefore, it is only natural he felt some level of relief when he saw a familiar face. Defense, end this madness and sully your soul no more.
Owen, who did you see? That nice smell. I love the smell of that perfume. Good. Bye-bye. It's the smell of... You can do it. Try to remember, Owen. The smell of... Uh-oh.
And he's out for the count.
Owen!
It seems Owen is now resting in the infirmary. They certainly have their hands full today down there. Let's continue with the trial.
Despite Owen's testimony, it is the opinion of this humble servant of the Holy Mother that the child's words were insufficient to clear the accused of suspicion.
But what about the scent of perfume Owen mentioned? I believe it's a clue that will lead us to the true culprit.
But there are thousands of perfumes in the world.
It could even be the scent of the hair product the accused uses.
He does have one amazing hairstyle, so that's certainly possible.
But there's a difference between perfume and cologne.
The witness is a 5-year-old boy. He cannot tell the difference between conventional perfumes and hair products.
Why couldn't you just gone for a crew cut or something, Bucky?
What's more, the only person who can cut soba noodles with such precision is the accused and no other.
Oh man, how am I supposed to argue with that?
And so, the person Owen saw at the scene of the crime can only be the accused, Bucky Wet.
Huh?
What the?
Bucky?
He's still drunk? Hey!
He's
I
still
never-
drunk!
I never use hair products or anything with a smell. If I wore something like that, its smell get to the soba. Boom! Check it! Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Thank you. Mr. Wet, aren't you supposed to be resting in the infirmary?
Whatever. You think I let my soba stink of perfume? Try that chilled soba for yourself and see. I believe we have no choice but to try it, strictly for examination purposes, of course. Now then, let's dig in, shall we?
Itadakimasu.
I do love soba
Great, I
noodles
want-
myself.
Great, now I want noodles.
That was delightful. Well, I'm satisfied that there are no traces of hair products or perfumes in Mr. Wet's soba. First sweet bean buns and now savory soba. What a delectable trial this has been.
The texture is different from the soba I had the other day. It reminds me of a dish we have in Korean called banopun.
Oh, that's how he got it delivered. He skateboards.
What do you think, Miss Chickadee? My soba's pretty good, isn't it?
The skateboarding soba noodle waiter. Cool.
Who's drunk?
So delicious. Don't you think so, Simon?
It still pales in comparison to his late father's cuisine. Simon, why you always gotta be so hard on me? Bailiff, take the defendant back to the infirmary at once for some rest. Rest? Hey, I ain't a lump of plain old weedy udon dough, you know. I'm fresh like my soba. You don't let soba dough rest. It's about the three freshes of soba. Grind the seeds fresh, cut the...
Down he goes.
Like I said last stream, that's a common sight at Glasgow Sheriff Court. You think I'm kidding?
Good grief, what a defendant.
At least Bucky wasn't the source of the perfume smell. Wait, smelly perfume?
It looks like you remembered something.
The phrase smelly perfume reminded me of a certain somebody.
Oh, and who might that be?
There's only one person that comes to mind. The phrase smelly perfume reminded me of this person, Gale Tornado.
Take that!
Gale Tornado? Yes, she did smell very nice, didn't she?
Just a moment, defense. You would throw suspicion on Gale because of a scent? Your Honor, there is no need to go along with these ever-changing claims of the defense.
Oh, hey, Gabby. Good timing.
Yep.
I suppose their claims have been awfully inconsistent.
But Gale couldn't have been at the crime scene.
Yes, but...
Yeah, Gabby. Want me to hear me voice have to clown? You'll get to see those balloons of hers if we call her back to the witness stand.
How vulgar. His honor is not interested in such things.
Yes. Setting the matter of her balloons aside entirely, I do believe it's appropriate to ask Gale some questions given the circumstances. This has nothing to do with her balloons, of course.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Hope you're ready, people of the chat. You get to hear me voicing the clown lady again.
Polkunka!
Awooga! Thank you for calling this disciple of the Tornado School of Rock and Go back for an encore. Do you miss me, chat? It's me, the balloon artist you all know and love, Gale Tornado. Want to make whoopee with my cushions? 1, 2, balloon!
What wonderful balloon artistry.
Your Honor, please. Now then, what would you like to make for you this time? Actually, I called you back for more testimony. I'm all talked out. This case has left me completely deflated. What? You didn't find that funny? Anyway, what is going on, Simon?
It seems the person who murdered Master Tornado was wearing perfume.
And you were the only person I could think of who wears perfume. Wait, you mean I'm a suspect now? Gale, you know about Owen, right? Well, yes, I often play with him at Shisho's request. So that means you could have let the fake dying message, right? What? Just because I wear perfume and know Owen? You think I'm a murderer? Oh, how could you?
The witness is absolutely right. With no evidence but the distorted memories of a small child. It is outrageous of the defense to accuse this woman.
That's right. You don't even have any proof.
You may step down from the stand, Gale. The defense does not have one scrap of evidence that connects you to the crime.
Wait just 1 minute. I may not have proof, but Owen's testimony is still...
Enough!
Please feel free to leave, Gale.
I'm so close. There must be something I can do. Well, if the prosecutor says it's okay, then I guess I'll be going now.
Silence!
Yes, sir.
Hoy, Gale, you're an entertainer, aren't you? Once you go on stage, it's your duty to complete your performance, is it not? So what are you doing, leaving halfway through?
Oh dear.
Oh, Prosecutor Blackwell, I'm scaroused. There's a bandage on Gale's forehead. And since we know that Mr. Tornado's killer had a cut on their face somewhere...
Impossible!
How do you know, Simon?
I didn't, but I had to take a chance and see for myself. Otherwise, your theory would remain a groundless accusation.
Your Honor, Prosecutor Submahi. The scent of perfume, an injury on the forehead. These things are completely consistent with Owen's testimony. In short, the mysterious individual Owen saw in the dressing room could have been Gale.
What if that plan failed? They were probably screwed, Gary.
Miss Sykes, does this mean you are formally indicting this witness for the murder of Typhoon Tornado?
Should your accusation prove to be false, I hope you are prepared to pay the price in full.
Simon, what price is he talking about?
I thought that should be obvious.
Prosecutor Sadmonk is saying he'll see to it you never stand in a court of law again. I must say, though, he knows how to make a trial interesting.
Just whose side are you on, Simon?
I'm a prosecutor, remember? Go on then, into the deep end with you. You really have but one choice anyway. Well, Miss Sykes, I'm waiting.
With regards to the witness, Gale Tornado, the defense wishes to indict her. I'm playing a clown murderer. There's no reason for me to hold back. Not if I really believe in my client. Oh yeah, Gabby, we improv all the time. The defense wishes to formally indict Gale Tornado for the murder of Typhoon Tornado.
I have tried to be merciful, but now not even your pleas will reach the Holy Mother's ears. You will have plenty of time to regret your decision in the pit of hell.
Except I won't need to. The person who murdered the victim was not Mr. Wet. It was Gale Tornado. That bandage is just from a silly slip-up I made while cooking yesterday, that's all. What kind of extreme cooking were you doing to cut yourself on the forehead?
Good question.
Well, what can I say? That's what happened. You also don't have an alibi for the period before 4 p.m., do you, Gale? But, I really didn't know anything I was wrong until Shisha was found dead. If you don't believe me, then with a twisty twist. And Balloon, there you have it, an adorable little kitty. How could you suspect a cutesy widow balloon artist like me, Gale, I've been meaning to say this for a while now, but could it be that you don't have an eye for balloon art? Ooh. Don't you think I know that? You don't have to come at me and say it. I'm the daughter of a great Rococo artist. I never wanted to do that stupid balloon art. I was supposed to be a Rococo storyteller, too, just like my late daddy. But Shishu told me to do balloon art instead. I guess the victim thought she had no talent as a Rococo artist either. So you're still gonna suspect a poor little thing like me? Please stop trying to skirt the issue. It all comes down to the scent of perfume and the cut on your forehead. You and the culprit in Owen's testimony have these two traits. You're dead set on accusing me, aren't you? Well, here's what I had that for naughty little girls like you, with a twisty twist. I'ma cut you, witch!
Uh-oh.
Go ahead and make me testify all you want.
I swear to God, I was kind of half joking when I said she was a mixture of Pinkie Pie and April May, but that's starting to come out now more.
When the truth's revealed, I'll be your balloon one more that goes pop! Got it?
Oh, why, is this yet another hidden personality?
Can you tell I love voicing the crazy ones? Simon, is everybody in the tornado school like this?
How should I know?
Here we go. Oh, look at her now. She's pissed.
Do you blame her?
Yeah, I visited the dressing room during that time to make my courtesy call after my act. Chisho and Owen were in there, but they were both snoring up a storm. I saw the note Chisho left, so I just left. Didn't want to disturb him, you know. The perfume Owen smelled must have been left over from when I visited. So Gale's saying she went to the dressing room, but then left right away.
Don't take her at her word.
Come on, do you really think I would? I'm just trying to figure out how to get her to talk about what really happened.
Now then, Miss Sykes, you may proceed with your cross-examination.
Press on the third statement.
Boing, boing.
Boing, boing. Where did you find your master's note? I don't know. Can't remember. Do you notice anything else unusual or out of the place in the room? Well, there was the sake and half-eaten manju on the table. But I didn't see anything else out of place or whatever in that room, though.
Oh, is that a fact?
Of course it is! What do you think?
And you didn't change anything around while you were in there?
I didn't do anything! Look, I'm telling ya! I didn't see anything funny near Shisho, and I didn't touch anything in the room!
Your boldness. I request that Gail's last statement be added to her testimony.
Simon! What's a statement like that gonna do for us?
Just play along and you'll see soon enough.
Ugh.
I have no problem with adding that to the testimony, but how about you, Miss Sykes?
I have no problem with it either, Your Honor. What is Simon thinking? I didn't see anything funny near Shisho, and I didn't touch anything in the room. Oh, really? Present the Karuta cards.
Objection!
Gail, you said that you didn't notice anything odd or unusual near your master. You also said you didn't touch anything in the dressing room. That's right! What about it? Then I wonder who left that dying message with the Karuta cards. What's going on about? It hadn't been that Bucky! Sorry, but that's not possible. Because only 3 people knew of Wynn's personalities. Wynn, your master, and you!
If Bucky had left the Karuta message, he wouldn't have spelled out Owen, he would have spelled out Wind.
What boils down to this, as a member of the Tornado School, you, Gale Tornado, are the only one who could have left that dying message. And as the person who left that message, it's clear that you are Master Tornado's killer. Will you ever quit your yapping?
The hell are those balloons made of?
You are like wretches clinging to the spider thread of salvation. Allow me to cut that holy thread from the heavens and bring you back down to earth.
Would you quit butting in whenever things start going about my way?
That's kind of his job, Athena.
Silence, child. Playtime is over.
What did you just say?
As the witness stated, she went into the dressing room and soon came back out again. But the victim's note was not the only reason she left with such haste. There was another reason that compelled Gale to leave at once. Gale, would you please relate said reason to the court?
There was a reason why Gale had to leave the dressing room? Well, I didn't want to show you this, but I guess I got no choice. Keep your eyes peeled, because here it comes.
Ow.
Oh. Your hand is all swollen and red. What happened, Gale? If you must know, I'm allergic to the buckwheat. What?
That must have hurt like hell to put a glove on over that hand.
Yeah, right? So she's allergic to buckwheat.
Allergic reactions to buckwheat can vary, although they're usually on the severe side. With Typhoon Tornado making soba noodles in his dressing room, Gale is lucky to still be alive considering all the soba flour that was swirling in the air.
Good thing I left pretty quick. I managed to escape with just a mild reaction. But I touched Shisho so he was being carried away, and look what it did to my poor hands! There must have been some soba broth on his clothes or something. If I had inhaled any of that soba flour, I'd have gotten a seizure and it'd have been good night Gale. I never could have stayed in that dressing room for very long.
A person allergic to buckwheat couldn't be in a room with soba flour in the air. And certainly couldn't use soba dough as a murder weapon either.
This isn't good.
You knew it would come to this, didn't you? That's why you never mentioned her allergy.
As if I would do anything so underhanded.
Underhanded? Ha 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 ha!
I was simply trying to protect the privacy of this witness.
I'm sick of all of these accusations. Why don't I just testify and get it all out in the open? Yeah?
Her glove's back on.
Yeah. Though, if you have an allergic reaction to food, why would you work in a restaurant? Just saying. If I come into the slightest contact with buckwheat, I get an allergic reaction. And with that much soba flour in the air, that room could have literally killed me. Look at my hand. Just touching Shisho's body causes such damage. There must have been soba broth on his clothes. So I never could commit the murder in the dressing room. Yeah, it's true. You all worked at the theater. I still can't believe it. Nobody told me she had a soba allergy. Did you know, Simon?
Does it look like I knew? Protect the privacy of the witness, my foot. What a dirty trick.
Now, what do we do?
There's only one real thing to do. Put Prosecutor Sadmonk to shame with your cross-examination.
Right. No matter how small, I'll find us an opening and break her testimony down. Press every statement.
Every statement?
Yes.
Okay. It's your voice, not mine.
You're not lying about the soba allergy of yours, right? Of course not! I swear on the grip of my father up in heaven. I can even get you a doctor's certificate if you'd want. She seems to be telling the truth. Yeah, was her hand not a giveaway? I've had this allergy for as long as I can remember. But I never dreamed in a million years it cleared me of murder.
And you'll come out of this smelling like a delicate buckwheat flour to boot.
Well said, Your Honor. I'll give you that there was quite a bit of flour scattered about in the dressing room. But you went in to pay respects to your masters regardless, right? Yeah, but like I said, I came right back out. I mean, the soba-making tools were right there. You better believe I was careful not to breathe any of that in. But you still could have committed the crime if you had held your breath while doing it. Don't be ridiculous. I would have suffocated to death before Shisho did. Yeah, I guess you're right. Jeez, get a grip, will ya? That looks painful.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a twist here, like you're actually allergic to dogs and not soba? You're kidding? Bring my little Jugemo in here. I'll hug and squeeze him like there's no tomorrow. I'm telling you, I have a genuine, honest-to-goodness soba allergy.
Defense. The witness clearly has an authentic allergy to buckwheat. Any further deliberation on the matter would be meaningless,
Pointless! Worthless!
You heard the man, lawyer girl. All right, fine. I was just trying to think the same thing myself. Doesn't mean I had to like it, though. I probably got this allergic reaction on my hand because I touched Shisho. I have a question about that, actually. If you're allergic to soba, does that mean you're allergic to the noodle broth, too? Well, the buckwheat from the noodles can dissolve into the broth, so duh! Touching soba broth can be just as deadly for me. Don't you know anything? What an amateur. I'm sorry. Do I look like a doctor to you? Look. Anything that has soba in it, or anything that has touched soba, is like poison to me. So, I just want to cover all my bases, but could the murder have possibly occurred somewhere other than the dressing room?
That is out of the question. By even asking, you show your complete disregard for all we have discussed until now.
Yes, I have to agree. The defense can go around suggesting you... can't go around suggesting you premises without basis.
Unfortunately for you, Shisho didn't take a single step from his dressing room around the time of the murder. Well, that is unfortunate for everyone.
Gale could not have possibly committed this crime in a room where soba was being made. Finally, the time has come for the last rites of the victim to begin.
What would Mr. Wright do at a time like this? Up gets. There's only one thing to do.
What are you smiling about? Has the pressure overwhelmed you?
Nope. It's just, the worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles.
I see. You have no rebuttal, and so the only thing left to do is smile.
Oh. Oh. That's where you're wrong. I do have a rebuttal. Turn your thinking around, Athena. Don't try to figure out how Gale, who is allergic to soba, could commit the crime. Figure out how Gale could have been in that room and not have an allergic reaction itself, instead.
Let me rest? Maybe if I were a lump of regular flour dough for udon noodles. But I'm fresh, like my soba. And you don't let soba dough rest. It's all about the three freshes. Grind the buckwheat seeds fresh. Cut the...
You're crocked, ain't you?
Yep.
He blacked out.
Notice how he said udon noodles and soba noodles.
It appears to have been written by the victim. Allow me to read it. Resting. Do not disturb. Yes, that's the note I saw. After reading that, who wouldn't think Shisha was napping?
And you're supposed to let food rest when you cook it. If you must know, I'm allergic to buckwheat. Mon Dieu! What if that certain piece of evidence doesn't mean what it thinks it means?
Is this?
If that's the case, I might be able to prove that Gale could have been committed the crime.
No matter how hard you search your mind, you cannot overturn facts.
Well, Miss Sykes, if you have no further objections, I'll hand down my ruling.
True, I can't overturn facts, but what if we got our facts about a piece of evidence wrong?
Got our facts wrong? What are you talking about now?
And which piece of evidence do you mean, Miss Sykes? Please point it out to this court.
This evidence proves that Gale could have killed her master, even with her soba allergy, Taifu's note.
Take that!
It's Master Taifu's Tornado's note.
The note?
Preposterous. What possible connection could there be between the witness's allergy and that note?
The answer lies in the true meaning of this note.
Its true meaning?
This note does not mean I am resting, do not disturb, as we had assumed. But rather, it actually means the dough is resting, do not disturb it.
Wait a minute, Athena. That doesn't make any sense.
You're right, it doesn't. After all, as Bucky told us many times, you don't let soba dough rest. But what's this all the jibber-jabber got to do with anything? This is it. The home stretch. This note and Mr. Wet's words have led me to the conclusion that Mr. Tornado was making udon noodles. The victim, Typhoon Tornado, was not making buckwheat noodles. He was making ordinary udon noodles instead.
Kunka!
That layer of flour in the dressing room wasn't soba flour, but plain old wheat flour for udon. So actually, it was totally possible for Gale to be in that room and kill her master.
Ow. What? But if that's true, it changes everything.
Your Honor, the defense requested the flour in the room be tested immediately.
Objection.
But soba noodles were found in the bowl, and Gale did have a reaction on her hand. How do you explain those things?
Well...
Even were it udon flour instead of soba, you still cannot prove Gale committed the crime.
But...
Don't lose your nerve now. Keep charging forward or you'll feel my blade at your back.
Even with the threats already, I got it! Talk about pressure. Alright then, Athena. Take a deep breath and go over everything again. Revisualization time! I'm gonna revisualize the case from start to finish. I had to find conclusive evidence that Gale committed this murder. What was Master Tornado making in his dressing room? Udon. I love this segment.
Same.
By my logic, Master Tornado must have been making udon noodles in his dressing room. But something at the crime scene indicates otherwise. What was found in the bowl of the table? Soba. Even though the master wasn't making soba, soba noodles were found at the crime scene. So that means the noodles had to have come from somewhere. Wait a minute. One mysterious serving of soba noodles. That sounds familiar. Where did the sobas in the bowl of the table come from? The master soba stock. The soba noodles found at the scene were from the master's stock of uncooked noodles. But then, why would the culprit go out of her way to cook that soba and put it in the bowl? Why did the culprit cook the soba noodles and put them in the bowl? To hide the udon dough. Soba was found at the scene. So that means the culprit must have taken the udon with her to hide it. But why did the culprit take the udon away and hide it? It must have been because she killed him with the udon dough. Bingo! That's it! The udon dough was the real weapon used to kill Tornado. And the reason why no weapon was found is because Gale got rid of the dough somehow. The real murder weapon was the udon dough the victim made. And if we can find this dough, that'll prove my theory correct. And undeniably prove Gale's guilt.
Objection.
Even if we could find this dough, what makes you think it would prove she is the one?
Please recall Owen's eyewitness testimony, Prosecutor Sunmahi. If the injury on Gale's forehead was caused by the victim's knife, then Gale's blood must have dripped down to the dough and was used as a murder weapon. That would have made the dough pretty conclusive evidence, wouldn't you agree?
Ah, but where is this conclusive evidence? Let us hear your theory on where this murder weapon is.
Well, it's... If I can't find the answer in this evidence I have at hand, we'll lose the trial. So how did Gale get rid of this udon dough? Think, Athena. What do I have that points to suspicious behavior on Gale's part?
Now then, Miss Sykes, let's hear your answer. Where is the real murder weapon hidden?
Nice barking you did there. I assume you have the bite to back it up.
Barking? Biting? Stop distracting me, especially not right now.
I wasn't.
Have we mentioned Gale does have a dog? The piece of evidence can point to us the location of the hidden murder weapon. Simon's statement.
Take that!
Gale. Huh? What is it? I'm just an innocent girl. I don't know anything about a murder. Stop that cute act in your balloon hat. Gale got rid of the dough she used to kill Master Tornado in a bold and daring way. Oh, hey, Inverted! She did it right in front of Prosecutor Blackwell's nose by feeding it to her dog! No!
Of course, now it all makes sense. I was puzzled as to why Gale, who should know her own dog's eating habits, would feed Jugamo more than he could possibly finish.
Your Honor, please order investigation of the yard right now!
And what should the police at the theater be looking for exactly?
Jugamo must have buried his leftover dumplings somewhere around the doghouse. Dumplings that Gale made out of the udon dough with her blood in it.
This is preposterous.
I want to thank you, Simon. If you hadn't kept me going, I might have given up along the way.
What are you blabbering on about? You still have work to do.
Now, by your hand, finish this wretched case off, Athena.
You got it. Gale, do you remember what you said at what happened when the truth is finally revealed? When the truth's revealed, it'll be your balloon or mine that goes pop. Got it? Well, now the truth is out, and it looks to me like it's your balloon that goes pop.
Ow.
And his beads go pop. I'm a Rokugo artist. I was the one who was supposed to inherit the name, but then she showed.
Ow.
Why are my balloons bursting? Daddy, are you mad at me? I've been a bad girl. They were fake? Of course they were fake!
Of course they were fake. How could you not tell they were balloons?
Oh. Are you ready to tell us everything now, Gale? The whole reason I entered the world of Rokugo in the first place was to follow in my father's wonderful footsteps and inherit his stage name. Yeah, Inverted, that was everyone's reaction when they first saw this character.
Also just Ace Attorney in general, to be fair.
His stage name? You don't mean...
Wind Tornado.
I knew I wasn't very good at storytelling, but I thought that if I did that stupid balloon thing like Shisha wanted, I'd inherit the name someday. But Master Tornado gave the name to his junior disciple. Yeah. That's why I took my revenge on Shisho during the show celebrating the name succession. So that was your entire motive? I doubt anybody else could understand, but inheriting my father's name was everything to me. It was my whole reason for living.
Of all the days you could have taken your revenge, why did you choose the day of the show?
Because I wanted to pay Win back for stealing what was rightfully mine. I wanted to pin the blame on it at the show where all the Tornado fans were gathered. But then Win tried to shift the blame onto Bucky Wet. And now we know the whole story.
There's just one more thing I want to know. Did you know Master Tornado was making udon in his dressing room yesterday?
No, I didn't. When I saw the soba making tools, I was worried about my allergy. But it was my only chance to get my revenge on the two of them, so I went ahead and did it.
So it was a premeditated crime, but in the end, you only went through with it on impulse. Then, the allergic reaction on your hand. Is it from touching the soba in the refrigerator with your bare hands? When you were tampering with the crime scene after your master's death?
Yeah. But that time, I wasn't clear-headed enough to worry about my allergy.
Gale, how could you do all this, you idiot?
Gale. I get your desire to inherit your father's name. But what you really should have inherited from wasn't his name, but his heart. His heart? Well, this took a turn.
Do you have anything to add, Prosecutor Sudmati? Any objections?
No, Your Honor. Miss Athena Sykes.
Yes? That's the first time you used my name.
I shall be sure to remember your name.
Really?
It seems he finally recognizes you as a proper adversary.
Thanks. That's all I ask, Prosecutor Sadmahi.
It looks like there are no further objections. Bailiff, please bring in the defendant, and for the love of God, is he sober already? Yes,
Oh.
I think he is sober, finally.
He finally sobered up.
It seems you've made a full recovery. Now then, this court finds a defendant, Bucky Wet, not guilty. Oh, my head!
All confetti and no balloons. Sigh.
This court is adjourned. Oh my God, my head! What did I do?
Oh, and Virgie, you have no idea. Ace Attorney is a whirlwind of emotions of the series.
Especially the case we played just before this one.
Yeah, like, there are some cases where it's genuinely horrifying or you bawl your eyes out.
Or you laugh your ass off.
Or yeah, and definitely laugh your ass off. Congratulations, Bucky! I'm so glad you were found innocent.
Thanks for everything, Miss Chickadee.
But it still said that you were accused of a crime you didn't commit. Did Win have it out for you or something?
I don't think so. Wynn said it was a spur-of-the-moment idea when he saw the Soba-themed cards.
Simon, where have you been?
I stopped in at Wynn's questioning. Only you, Bucky, could get framed for a crime on a whim. No way! I almost got convicted out of convenience!
Well, at least you've been completely cleared up of all charges, so buck up, Bucky! On a more important note, what I really want to know is, why didn't Master Tornado let Gale inherit her father's name?
What do you mean, on a more important note, Miss Chickadee?
Aw, don't be such a wet blanket. Just go with the flow. Now, come on. You think the Master was trying to encourage her to quit the entertainment business?
No, that's not it. He didn't give the name to her because he wanted Gale to find her own calling in life. To
perform whatever she wanted without being bound to her father's name, or Rakugo. Making udon was his way of showing his support for her and her new endeavor.
So that's why he called you to the theater, huh? To teach him how to make udon?
A more roundabout way I've never seen, but that's Master Tornado for you.
So this entire incident happened because of a misunderstanding? How sad.
By the way, Gale wasn't the only person Master Tornado was trying to cheer on, even though the person in question still seems unaware of the Master's intentions.
What? You talking about me? Come on, no way! All that old man ever did was criticize my soba.
That's not true, Bucky. There must be a way to make Bucky see just how much Master Tornado cared about him. The wet soba deed.
Take that!
Take a good look, Bucky. Whose name is on there, the holder of the title deed?
It's still in my name.
Master Tornado was just up to one of his tricks when he said he stole the shop from you. He was trying to force you to grow into a truly capable owner in your father's stead.
He probably used some tough love on you so that this shop wouldn't just go belly up.
I see. I never knew. Oh, Master Tornado, I'm so sorry.
Keep working hard, Bucky, and pay him back by living up to his expectations.
Thanks, Simey. And you too, Miss Chickadee. One day, my soba's gonna be so good, it'll knock that old man's socks clean off. After all, I'm a 4th-generation owner of Wet Soba. Wet Noodle number 4. Well, I'd better be getting back to my shop. I gotta get ready for the lunch rush.
Hold on. Can I place an order for delivery, Bucky?
Yes, Miss Chickadee?
Could you deliver a bowl of udon to Gale on behalf of her master?
You got it! I'll make sure it's got all the TLC Master Tornado would have packed in it too. Right after I nurse this hangover.
Thank you. Someone give him a hair in the dog.
Well, see you. Be sure to drop by the shop sometime.
I will, and I'll bring you the whole agency with me.
Do us all proud, Bucky.
I'll have the best soba in town waiting for you when you come. Peace out. Whee!
Yeah, Gabby, I want noodles too.
Wheesh!
It's nice to see somebody giving it their all, isn't it? I wonder if I leveled up to any thanks to this case.
Don't kid yourself. The trial would have been a spectacle and a half if I had not been by your side.
You don't know that. Love you too, Simon. You're supposed to be my big brother, damn it.
For a lawyer who's versed in psychology, you're too full of weak points. You need to learn to analyze yourself more objectively.
Or you could just teach me your famous mind tricks, Simon. Besides, Simon, I saved your life.
No.
Why you shut someone down, and why not?
Because the more pesky lawyers there are, the harder my job becomes.
I mean, he's got a point.
That's true, I guess.
So it's in my best interest for you to remain green forever.
Yeah, what about what's in my best interest, huh? Besides, weren't you the one who had the wool pull over your eyes by wind?
Must you remind me?
How could I have known wind would do time soba?
Hey, speaking of time soba, I just saw something funny.
Oh goody, I can't wait.
Okay, here it is. In time soba, why didn't Mon number 9 get counted? Come on, don't you know, Simon?
How should I know?
Because 7, 8, 9!
That joke...
Waka, waka, waka.
That joke is older than Japan.
Thank you. I'll be here all week. Do you see why Athena's my favorite character? Ruffle!
Rolling on the floor laughing. That I should have known. Come on, let's go get soba or something and go home.
Your treat?
I'll treat you to 50% of the tab, and don't forget you still owe me for that manju.
Really, Simon? I wouldn't hurt for you to pay for me every time, once in a while, you know. And yes, inverted, Athena's shadow coded like me.
I'm definitely Apollo coded.
Oh yeah, I'm Athena. Mark is Apollo.
Quit squawking and start walking, Athena.
Yeah. I may still have a ways to go as a lawyer. But just like Mr. Wright, Apollo, and Simon before me. I'm gonna get there someday. After all, I've inherited their passion for our courts and the law. Je peux le faire. I can do this.
I have no idea
who
who
is-
Phoenix would be.
And that was Turnabout Storyteller, the fourth case.
One of the oddest cases. Not just because of the characters, but also because of the way it's structured. It's literally just one part.
One trial, that's it. But that was fun, and ow, my throat.
Yeah, because this trial was mostly female characters. So
I get this, guys. If my throat is only hurting for this case, the final case coming up, it's gonna have a lot more female characters, so help.
The final case is also exceptionally long. It's probably the reason this one was so short.
Yes. So save.
I already have.
Okay. Main menu.
Yep.
But yes, we're now gone down to the final case. Turnabout Revolution.
And yes, those who have not played this game or seen it before, now you know where that clown girl came from with that one video.
Yes, for those of you who are aware of that one Ace Attorney animation video called Disgraced Attorney, and that one and Gale Tornado that blew up over Twitter, it was because of her and this case.
Yes, but most of the artists who drew her didn't seem to realize that the balloons were fake.
And boy, were they disappointed. So that's why I had to quote the SpongeBob. They were fake? Of course they were fake!
And Simon, how could you not tell they were balloons?
Well, I'm sorry. Well, I'm sorry, Simon. I can't see through silicone.
Ugh.
Too soon.
Yeah, seriously, what were those balloons made of that she kept biting? I mean, I know they burst eventually, but...
I have no idea. Rubber, I guess? I don't know.
So now we move on from this case, and we're going back to the main story next time.
Yes. And again, this is the final case where everything comes down. And it's a long one.
Well, even when we do finish the final case, we're still not done with this game because there is a bonus case.
Yes, there's a DLC case. But the final case, I will say to you guys, it is a fucking doozy. Even by Ace Attorney standards, it is fucking bonkers.
Yeah, even by Ace Attorney standards, so that is saying something.
Yeah. As quirky and out of this world as Ace Attorney is, the last one is just, huh?
The balloons
But
are
in a
made
good way. In a good way, though.
Johnnies, perhaps? Yes, what Ali is saying there, Johnnies is a Scottish slang term for, condoms.
Oh.
Don't ask me why they're called that here, they just are. It's
That
like,
does explain the fan service of Gale Tornado, though. Those are different kind of balloons.
it's also like trying to explain why wheesht means shut up in Scotland.
And yes, anytime I make a pun or say something, sexually prerogative, he always tells me, wheesht.
Wheesht or behave. Usually when it's sexually
Yeah.
prerogative, I say behave.
And I just go, no.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and did you guys enjoy seeing Athena and Simon? Good, because after this, you'll never see them again.
Nope,
That
because
was the only case they appeared in.
because they're not in the final case, and to date this is the latest Ace Attorney game, even though it's 10 years old.
I want Athena Sykes Ace Attorney, please.
Who knows? Maybe now that all the Ace Attorney games are officially released in the West. Seriously, how long did it take for Ace Attorney Investigations 2 to get released over here? Like 15 years?
It's like, just please, just give us Ace Attorney 7 where Athena's the main character again. Please. Yes, her arc is done, but you can do so many things with her. Plus, she's my favorite. She is. I love her. She's my favorite.
Okay. I think it's time to step away. A pretty short stream this time, but yep, we don't do multiple cases on the same stream.
Yeah.
And you need to go rest your throat.
Yes, I do. Because the last case has so many female characters. Help me.
Yes, well, as I like to point out, the first 5 Ace Attorney games were mostly male characters. So now you know how I feel. Now you know how my throat felt through Ace Attorney Justice for All, through Trials and Tribulations, through Apollo Justice, and through Dual Destinies. Especially Dual Destinies because I had to voice Simon in every case.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Anything to say before we head off?
Nope, I'm good.
Alright folks, thanks for tuning in, and be sure to tune in next week for the finale of The Ballad of Gay Tony, where we're finally going to finish Grand Theft Auto 4.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.